Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NFL Week 2. Fantasy went well in Week 1. Won my game, number 1 in the league right now. Picks didn't go so well. 8-8 straight up picks. 6-10 against the spread. 6-10 on the over-under. 20-28 overall, 41.6%. Like I've said in the CFL videos and some other videos I've done, you never get too high with the great weeks. You never get too low with the bad weeks because they're both going to happen. Things happen. You know what? We move on. Hey, the fantasy team's looking good. I actually made a trade this week on the old fantasy team. I'm going to pull that up here real quick. I wasn't quite sure about it when I first made it. But I'm like, you know what? We'll take a chance here. I traded... what's his name? Ennington, the running back for Jacksonville, Travis Ennington Jr. I traded him for Brandon Ayuk of San Francisco and Cortland Sutton of Denver. So it was a 2-for-1 trade. I'm stacked on the running back, so I was good with that. I needed a tier 1 receiver, and I think I got that. Yeah, I had Eckler and Aaron Jones as my 2 primary running backs, and then I also had Madison and Sanders, and then that's all my running backs. So yeah, so I was stacked on the running back. So I think I got a pretty good wide receiver there. So we'll see what happens. So we got Josh Allen, Diggs, Ayuk, Eckler, Aaron Jones, Kittle. He should be back. Madison, Sanders, my starters this week. So it looks like Deontay Johnson is out completely now. Yeah, fantasy team's all set up and ready to rock. Hopefully we can go 2-0 in there. Alright, Thursday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings 0-1 gets the 1-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Vikings lost to Tampa Bay in Week 1. Eagles beat New England. Philadelphia's favored by 7. I got them winning, covering it under on the 49. Baltimore Ravens 1-0 versus the 0-1 Cincinnati Bengals. The Ravens beat Houston in Week 1 when the Bengals lost to Cleveland. Now, the last 2 seasons before this season, so 21 and 22, Cincinnati lost the first game versus Cleveland in both years. They won the division in both years. So that's actually a good thing if they lose to Cleveland early in the season. They end up winning the division. So Cincinnati's favored by 3.5. I don't like what. There's too much firepower there for them to score 3 points versus Cleveland. Cleveland's defense I didn't think was that overly good. So I got Baltimore plus 3.5 and under on the 46.5. The 0-1 Chicago Bears. The Bears lost to Green Bay. Tampa Bay beat Minnesota. Tampa Bay's favored by 3. I got them winning, covering it over on the 41.5. Speaking of them Green Bay Packers, 1-0 at that come off that loss again, or that win against Chicago. Going up against the 1-0 Atlanta Falcons, who got their win versus Carolina. Now, is Green Bay going right now with Aaron Rodgers blowing his Achilles out? Yeah, I know they already still had Jordan Love on the team, but they didn't have him prepared to start. They lucked out on that one, didn't they? Green Bay favored by 1.5. I got them winning, covering and over on the 40.5. Battle of the 0-1s. We have the Houston Texans, who lost to Baltimore, hosting the Indianapolis Colts, who lost to Jacksonville. Indy's favored by 1. Somebody's got to win. Oh God, unless it's a tie. Indy favored by 1. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 40. Unless it's a tie. Alright. I don't know if I can say this. The 0-1 Kansas City Chiefs, who got beat by Detroit at home on Thursday night. I know, no Travis Kelce. And the wide receiver core, I guess they forgot how to catch. God, that was ugly. Only lost by 1. Mahomes is that awesome, but yeah, that was ugly. 1-0 Jacksonville Jaguars, who beat Indy last week. Chiefs favored by 3. Since Kelsey's back, Chiefs win, cover to 3, over on the 51.5. The 0-1 Los Angeles Chargers versus the 0-1 Tennessee Titans. Tennessee, who lost to New Orleans, and the Chargers lost to Miami. Chargers favored by 3. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 45. Seattle Seahawks 0-1 against the Detroit Lions 1-0, beating Kansas City on Thursday night. They are favored by 6. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 47. A 2-0 Detroit team. That'll get people wondering, what if? The 1-0 Las Vegas Raiders versus the 0-1 Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen. No more interceptions. I need points. I don't need less points. If you have another game this week like you had last week, you may get benched, and I do not have another quarterback on my fantasy team. So I may be looking for a quarterback. Buffalo is favored by 9.5. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 47. Especially the fact the Bills lost to the freaking Jets without Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. The Jets caught more passes from Josh Allen than they did from Aaron Rodgers. Alright, Giants 0-1. 40-0 loss by Dallas. God, it's ugly in New York. Arizona is 0-1. Somebody has to win this game, right? Or is this going to be one of those ties as well? The Giants are favored by 5.5. Oh, that's funny. I circled Arizona to win. You know what? Screw it. Arizona plus 5.5. Under on the 39.5. It's going to be a field goal game, maybe. Like 13-3 kind of game, I think. It'd be under on that 39.5. The 1-0 San Francisco 49ers going up against the 1-0 Los Angeles Rams. Niners are favored by 8. Coming off that 23-point win over Pittsburgh, where the Rams had a 17-point win over Seattle. I like the Rams at home. Give me the Rams plus 8, under on the 44.5. Did anybody ever think we would say this? The 1-0 New York Jets going against the 1-0 Dallas Cowboys. The Jets and the Cowboys are undefeated. Jets obviously win over Buffalo. Cowboys win over the Giants 40-0. Dallas is favored by 9.5. I got them winning, covering. I'll take over on the 39.5. The 1-0 Washington Redskin Commanders. I guess they're keeping the Commanders' name. To the 1-0, the 0-1 Denver Broncos. They got that loss to Las Vegas. Commanders got the win over Arizona. Denver's favored by 3.5 at home. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 38. The 1-0 Miami Dolphins versus the 0-1 New England Patriots. Dolphins favored by 2.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 46.5. The 1-0 New Orleans Saints going against the 0-1 Carolina Panthers. Saints are favored by 3. I got them winning, covering, under on the 40. I'm getting real cautious on the under because I went over, did a lot of over on week 1, and I got kind of some 6 and 10 from that. So we'll do more under this week, and then we'll go probably 6 and 10 again, and then we'll never figure it out. So Saints win, cover, under on the 40. Plus the Saints, it was 16-15. Panthers was 24-10. So both teams did go under on that 40 last week. All right. Monday Night Football, the 1-0 Cleveland Browns. What? Going up against the 0-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland favored by 2.5. I got them winning, covering, and under on 39.5. All right, that is all 16 games from week 2. Eagles, Ravens, Buccaneers, Packers, Colts, Chiefs, Chargers, Lions, Bills, Cardinals, Rams, Cowboys, Broncos, Dolphins, Saints, and Browns all winning. We will see if we're able to improve on that 41.6%. Well, USFL, XFL, I was 50%. In the CFL, I am 58%, and in college, I'm 60%. So we should be able to bring this up. But all right, that is week 2 of the NFL. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.